ASAP. Adverb, as soon as is possible, at one's earliest convenience, at the earliest possible time. She. Noun. A female. Pronoun. Personal. The female person or animal previously mentioned or implied. Clasp. Noun. A fastener or holder, particularly one that clasps. Verb. To take hold of. To grasp. To grab tightly. Labor. Noun. Effort expended on a particular task. Toil, work. Verb. To toil, to work. Disapprove. Verb. To condemn. To consider wrong or inappropriate, used with of. Maniac. Noun. An insane person, especially one who suffers from a mania. On. Verb. To switch on. Adjective. In the state of being active, functioning or operating. Adverb. To an operating state. Preposition. Positioned at the upper surface of. Touching from above. Indicators. Noun. A pointer or index that indicates something. Automatically. Adverb. In an automatic manner. Commitment. Noun. The act or an instance of committing, putting in charge, keeping, or trust, especially. Quietness. Noun. Absence of sound, silence or hush. Haircut. Noun. The act of cutting of the hair, often done professionally by a barber, hairstylist, or beautician. Heart. Noun. A muscular organ that pumps blood through the body, traditionally thought to be the seat of emotion. Verb. To be fond of, often bracketed or abbreviated with a heart symbol. China. Noun. The plant Smilax china, a liana of much of Eastern Asia. Noun. A plant or flower of the repeat-blooming Chinese rose species Rosa chinensis. Noun. Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Native to East Asia. Noun. Chinaware. Porcelain tableware. Noun. A small gastropod. Monetaria monita. Sin. Cypraea monita. Common in the Indian Ocean. Its shell. Noun. A person other than a family member, spouse or lover whose company one enjoys and towards whom one feels affection. Noun. A fine clay, rich in kaolinite, used in ceramics, papermaking, etc. Noun. Usually uncountable. A hard white translucent ceramic, originally made by firing kaolin, quartz, and feldspar at high temperatures but now also inclusive of similar artificial materials. Also often such a material as a symbol of the fragility, elegance, etc., traditionally associated with porcelain goods. Noun. Small beads made from polished shells, especially white ones, formerly used as money and jewelry by certain Native American peoples. Ram. Noun. A male sheep, typically uncastrated. Acid. Noun. A sour substance. Adjective. Sour, sharp, or biting to the taste. Tart. Having the taste of vinegar. Skier. Noun. One who skis. Outside. Noun. The part of something that faces out. The outer surface. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the outer surface. Limit or boundary. Adverb. To or in the outdoors or outside. To or in an area that is beyond the scope, limits or borders of a given place. Preposition. On the outside of, not inside, something, such as a building. Fields. Noun. A land area free of woodland. Cities and towns. Open country. Verb. To intercept or catch a ball and play it. Bend. Noun. A curve. Verb. To cause something to change its shape into a curve, by physical force, chemical action, or any other means. Railing. Verb. To travel by railway. Verb. To complain violently, against, about. Verb. Of a liquid. To gush, flow. Noun. A fence or barrier consisting of one or more horizontal rails and vertical supports. Enhancements. Noun. Improvement. Rest. Noun. Of a person or animal, relief from work or activity by sleeping. Sleep. Hector. Noun. Sometimes in the form Hector. A blustering, noisy, turbulent fellow. A blusterer. Bully. Verb. To dominate or intimidate in a blustering way. To bully. To domineer. Captain. Noun. A chief or leader. Verb. To act as captain. Head. Noun. The part of the body of an animal or human which contains the brain, mouth and main sense organs. Verb. To be in command of. See also head up. Adjective. Of. Relating to. Or intended for the head. Drum. Noun. A percussive musical instrument spanned with a thin covering on at least one end for striking, forming an acoustic chamber, affecting what materials are used to make it. A membranophone. Retiring. Verb. To stop working on a permanent basis, usually because of old age or illness. Verb. To fit a vehicle with new tires. Noun. Retirement. Adjective. Introverted. Liking privacy and seclusion. Paper. Noun. A sheet material used for writing on or printing on, or as a non-waterproof container, usually made by draining cellulose fibers from a suspension in water. Verb. To apply paper to. Adjective. Made of paper. Chat. Noun. Informal conversation. Verb. To be engaged in informal conversation. Productivity. Noun. The state of being productive, fertile or efficient. Debate. Noun. An argument or discussion, usually in an ordered or formal setting, often with more than two people, generally ending with a vote or other decision. Verb. To participate in a debate. To dispute, argue, especially in a public arena. Host. Noun. One which receives or entertains a guest, socially, commercially, or officially. Verb. To perform the role of a host. Bungee. Noun. An elastic fabric-bound strap with a hook at each end, used for securing luggage. Rings. Noun. Physical. A solid object in the shape of a circle. Verb. To enclose or surround. Noun. The resonant sound of a bell, or a sound resembling it. Verb. Of a bell, etc. To produce a resonant sound. Noun. An algebraic structure which consists of a set with two binary operations, an additive operation and a multiplicative operation, such that the set is an abelian group under the additive operation, a monoid under the multiplicative operation, and such that the multiplicative operation is distributive with respect to the additive operation. Noun. A gymnastics apparatus and discipline consisting of two rings suspended from a bar. Pine. Noun. Any coniferous tree of the genus Pinus. Clarification. Noun. The act of clarifying. The act or process of making clear or transparent by freeing visible impurities. Particularly, the clearing or fining of liquid substances from feculent matter by the separation of the insoluble particles which prevent the liquid from being transparent. Proxy. Noun. An agent or substitute authorized to act for another person. Verb. To serve as a proxy for. Adjective. Used as a proxy or acting as a proxy. Afternoon. Noun. The part of the day from noon or lunchtime until sunset. Evening. Or supper time or 6 p.m. Adverb. More often in the plural. In the afternoon. Interjection. Clipping of good afternoon. Belongings. Noun. The feeling that one belongs. Certificate. Noun. A document containing a certified statement. Verb. To supply with a certificate, especially following certification. Simplifies. Verb. To make simpler, either by reducing in complexity, reducing to component parts, or making easier to understand. Fever. Noun. A higher than normal body temperature of a person, or, generally, a mammal, usually caused by disease. Verb. To put into a fever. To affect with fever. Serves. Noun. An act of putting the ball or shuttlecock in play in various games. Verb. personal, to provide a service, or, by extension, a product, especially food or drink. Hairstylist. Noun, a hairdresser. Simpler. Adjective, uncomplicated, taken by itself, with nothing added. Noun, one who grows or gathers simples. Medicinal herbs. Collapse. Noun, the act of collapsing. Verb, to break apart and fall down suddenly, to cave in. Curly. Noun, a person or animal with curly hair. Adjective, having curls. Confused. Verb, to puzzle, perplex, baffle, bewilder somebody. Adjective, of a person, unable to think clearly or understand. Completing. Verb, to finish, to make done, to reach the end. Connects. Verb, of an object, to join, to another object, to attach, or to be intended to attach or capable of attaching, to another object. Notary. Noun, a lawyer of non-contentious private civil law who drafts, takes, and records legal instruments for private parties, and provides legal advice, but does not appear in court on client's behalf. Fraud. Noun, the crime of stealing or otherwise illegally obtaining money by use of deception tactics. Verb, to defraud. Self. Noun, one individual's personality, character, demeanor, or disposition. Verb, to fertilize by the same individual, to self-fertilize or self-pollinate. Adjective, having its own or a single nature or character throughout, as in color, composition, etc., without addition or change, of the same kind. Unmixed. Pronoun, himself, herself, itself, themselves, that specific person mentioned. Hire. Noun, payment for the temporary use of something. License. Noun, a legal document giving official permission to do something. A permit. Verb, to give a formal, usually written, authorization. Outfit. Noun, a set of clothing, with accessories. Verb, to provide with, usually for a specific purpose. Rising. Verb, to move, or appear to move, physically upwards relative to the ground. Noun, rebellion. Adjective, going up. Preposition, more than, exceeding, upwards of. Confident. Noun, a person in whom one can confide or share one's secrets. A friend. Adjective, very sure of something. Positive. Cheap. Noun, trade, traffic, chaffer, chaffering. Verb, to trade, traffic, bargain, chaffer. Ask the price of goods. Cheapen goods. Adjective, low and or reduced in price. Adverb, cheaply. Look up. Verb, to have better prospects. Element. Noun, one of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers of anything are based. Verb, to compound of elements. Keys. Noun, an object designed to open and close a lock. Verb, to fit a lock with a key. Noun, one of a string of small islands. Noun, in the international system of units, the base unit of mass, conceived of as the mass of 1 liter of water, but now defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be 6.626070015 times 10 to 34 when expressed in units of kilogram. Operator m2. Operator s-1. Symbol, kilogram. Noun, a stone or concrete structure on navigable water used for loading and unloading vessels. A wharf. Buddy. Noun, a friend or casual acquaintance. Verb, to assign a buddy, or partner, to. Bird. Noun, a member of the class of animals aves in the phylum Chordata. Characterized by being warm-blooded, having feathers and wings usually capable of flight, and laying eggs. Verb, to observe or identify wild birds in their natural environment. Army. Noun, a large, highly organized military force, concerned mainly with ground, rather than air or naval, operations. Equivalent. Noun. Anything that is virtually equal to something else, or has the same value, force, etc. Verb. To make equivalent to equal. Adjective. Similar or identical in value, meaning or effect, virtually equal. Areas. Noun. A measure of the extent of a surface, it is measured in square units. Retiring. Verb. To stop working on a permanent basis, usually because of old age or illness. Verb. To fit a vehicle with new tires. Noun. Retirement. Adjective. Introverted, liking privacy and seclusion. Dragon. Noun. A legendary serpentine or reptilian creature. Performance. Noun. The act of performing, carrying into execution or action. Execution. Achievement, accomplishment, representation by action. Melt. Noun. Molten material, the product of melting. Verb. To change, or to be changed, from a solid state to a liquid state, usually by a gradual heat. Shines. Noun. Brightness from a source of light. Verb. To emit light. Verb. To cause something to shine, put a shine on something. Polish. Something. Revealed. Verb. To uncover. To show and display that which was hidden. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the revelations of a divinity to humankind. Expense. Noun. A spending or consuming, often a disbursement of funds. Verb. To charge a cost against an expense account. To bill something to the company for which one works. Allegation. Noun. An assertion, especially an accusation, not necessarily based on facts. Joined. Verb. To connect or combine into one, to put together. Privileged. Verb. To grant some particular right or exemption to. To invest with a peculiar right or immunity. To authorize. Adjective. Having special privileges. Nephew. Noun. A son of one's sibling. Brother-in-law, or sister-in-law, either a son of one's brother. Fraternal nephew, or a son of one's sister. Sororal nephew. Clue. Noun. A strand of yarn etc. As used to guide one through a labyrinth. Something which points the way. A guide. Verb. To provide with a clue. Habit. Noun. An action performed on a regular basis. Adapter. Noun. One who is capable of adapting to differing situations. Position. Noun. A place or location. Verb. To put into place. Logs. Noun. The trunk of a dead tree. Cleared of branches. Verb. To cut trees into logs. Noun. A logbook, or journal of a vessel, or aircraft's progress. Verb. To make. To add an entry, or more, in a log or logbook. Verb. To move to and fro. To rock. Noun. A Hebrew unit of liquid volume. About 1/3 liter. Noun. Logarithm. Interesting. Verb. To engage the attention of. To awaken interest in. To excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective. Of concern. Affecting. Important. Show off. Verb. To exhibit the best attributes of something. Noun. One who shows off. Squash. Noun. A sport played in a walled court with a soft rubber ball and bats like tennis rackets. Verb. To beat or press into pulp or a flat mass. To crush. Pediatrician. Noun. A physician who specializes in pediatrics, a children's doctor or baby's doctor. Aligned. Verb. To form a line. To fall into line. Adjective. Having been placed, arranged or formed in alignment with something. Along. Adverb. In company. Together. Preposition. By the length of. In a line with the length of. Lengthwise next to. Dressing. Noun. Material applied to a wound for protection or therapy. Apricot. Noun. A round, sweet and juicy stone fruit, resembling peach or plum in taste, with a yellow-orange flesh, lightly fuzzy skin and a large seed inside. Adjective. Of a pale yellowish-orange color, like that of an apricot. Evaluate. Verb. To draw conclusions from examining. To assess. Athlete. Noun. A participant in a group of sporting activities which includes track and field. Road running. Cross-country running and racewalking. Bumpy. Adjective. Rough. Jumpy, causing or characterized by jolts and irregular movements. Chief. Noun. A leader or head of a group of people, organization, etc. Verb. To smoke cannabis. Adjective. Primary. Principal. Leave out. Verb. To omit, to not include, to neglect to mention. Facts. Noun. Something actual as opposed to invented. Density. Noun. A measure of the mass of matter contained by a unit volume. Explain. Verb. To make plain, manifest, or intelligible. To clear of obscurity. To illustrate the meaning of. Likely. Noun. Something or somebody considered likely. Adjective. Probable. Having a greater than even chance of occurring. Amount. Noun. The total, aggregate or sum of material. Not applicable to discrete numbers or units or items in standard English. Verb. Followed by to. To total or evaluate. Hook. Noun. A rod bent into a curved shape, typically with one end free and the other end secured to a rope or other attachment. Verb. To attach a hook to. Anyway. Adverb. Regardless, anyhow. Cases. Noun. An actual event, situation, or fact. Verb. To propose hypothetical cases. Noun. A box that contains or can contain a number of identical items of manufacture. Verb. To place an item or items of manufacture into a box, as in preparation for shipment. Retiring. Verb. To stop working on a permanent basis, usually because of old age or illness. Verb. To fit a vehicle with new tires. Noun. Retirement. Adjective. Introverted, liking privacy and seclusion. Slopes. Noun. An area of ground that tends evenly upward or downward. Verb. To tend steadily upward or downward. Merchant. Noun. A person who traffics in commodities for profit. Verb. As a resident of a region. To buy goods from a non-resident and sell them to another non-resident. Pregnant. Noun. A pregnant person. Adjective. Carrying developing offspring within the body. Jobs. Noun. A task. Verb. To do odd jobs or occasional work for hire. Simplified. Noun. Short for simplified Chinese. Adjective. Made more simple, having its complexity reduced. Verb. To make simpler, either by reducing in complexity, reducing to component parts, or making easier to understand. Economist. Noun. An expert in economics, especially one who studies economic data and extracts higher-level information or proposes theories. Doorman. Noun. A person who holds open the door at the entrance to a building, summons taxicabs, and provides an element of security. In apartment buildings, he also accepts deliveries and may perform certain concierge-type services. Contents. Verb. To give contentment or satisfaction. To satisfy. To make happy. Noun. That which is contained. Noun. Usually in the plural. That which is contained. Make. Noun. Brand or kind. Model. Verb. To create. Addresses. Noun. Direction. Verb. To prepare oneself. Signaling. Verb. To indicate. To convey or communicate by a signal. Noun. Usually biochemistry. The sending of a biochemical or other type of signal. Investor. Noun. A person who invests money in order to make a profit. Cheated. Verb. To violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Adjective. Having been deceived. Rehearsal. Noun. The practicing of something which is to be performed before an audience. Usually to test or improve the interaction between several participating people, or to allow technical adjustments with respect to staging to be done. Realtor. Noun. A person or business that sells or leases out real estate, acting as an agent for the property owner. Slipper. Noun. A low soft shoe that can be slipped on and off easily. Verb. To spank with a plimsoll as corporal punishment. Adjective. Slippery. Bulk. Noun. Size. Specifically. Volume. Verb. To appear or seem to be. As to bulk or extent. Adjective. Being large in size, mass or volume, of goods, etc. Crab. Noun. A crustacean of the infraorder Brachyura, having 5 pairs of legs, the foremost of which are in the form of claws, and a carapace. Verb. To fish for crabs. Scrape. Noun. A broad, shallow injury left by scraping, rather than a cut or a scratch. Verb. To draw an object, especially a sharp or angular one, along something, while exerting pressure. Put. Noun. A right to sell something at a predetermined price. Verb. To place something somewhere. Daydreams. Noun. A spontaneous and fanciful series of thoughts while awake not connected to immediate reality. Ration. Noun. A portion of some limited resource allocated to a person or group. Verb. To supply with a ration. To limit someone to a specific allowance of something. But. Noun. An instance or example of using the word but. Verb. Use the word but. Adverb. Merely, only, just. Preposition. Apart from, except, for, excluding. Conjunction. On the contrary, rather. As a regular adversative conjunction. Introducing a word or clause in contrast or contradiction with the preceding negative clause or sentence. Competing. Verb. To be in battle or in a rivalry with another for the same thing. Position. Or reward. To contend. Adjective. Being in the state of competition. Often unintentionally. Chance. Noun. An opportunity or possibility. Adjective. Happening by chance. Casual. Adverb. Perchance. Perhaps. Rewards. Noun. Something of value given in return for an act. Verb. To give a reward to or for. Sitting. Noun. A period during which one is seated for a specific purpose. Presentation. Noun. The act of presenting or something presented. Fugitive. Noun. A person who flees or escapes and travels secretly from place to place. And sometimes using disguises and aliases to conceal his/her identity. As to avoid law authorities in order to avoid an arrest or prosecution. Or to avoid some other unwanted situation. Adjective. Fleeing or running away. Precautions. Noun. Previous caution or care. Caution previously employed to prevent misfortune or to secure good. Residence. Noun. The place where one lives. One's home. Noun. A base of Russian espionage operations within a foreign country. Naughty. Adjective. Mischievous. Tending to misbehave or act badly, especially of a child. Don. Noun. A university professor, particularly one at Oxford or Cambridge. Clouding. Verb. To become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Noun. A cloudy appearance. Executions. Noun. The act, manner or style of executing. Actions, maneuvers, performances. Emotion. Noun. A person's internal state of being, an involuntary physiological response to an object or a situation. Based on or tied to physical state and sensory data. Products. Noun. A commodity offered for sale. It. Noun. one who is neither a he nor a she, a creature, a dehumanized being. Adjective, most fashionable. Pronoun, the third-person singular personal pronoun that is normally used to refer to an inanimate object or abstract entity, also often used to refer to animals. Converted, verb, to transform or change something into another form, substance, state, or product. Adjective, changed in form or function, etc. Dorm, verb, to reside in a dorm. Noun, a room containing a number of beds, and often some other furniture and or utilities for sleeping, often applied to student and backpacker accommodation of this kind. Refills, noun, a filling after the first, verb, to fill up once again. Chat, noun, informal conversation, verb, to be engaged in informal conversation. Selfies, noun, a photographic self-portrait, especially one taken manually, not using a timer, tripod, etc., with a small camera or mobile phone. Expected, verb, to predict or believe that something will happen. Adjective, anticipated, thought to be about to arrive or occur. Refuse, noun, collectively, items or material that have been discarded. Rubbish, garbage. Adjective, discarded, rejected. Fulfillment, noun, the act of fulfilling. Powers, noun, ability to do or undergo something. Verb, to provide power for a mechanical or electronic device. Characters, noun, a being involved in the action of a story. Mother, noun, a human, female who has given birth to a baby. Algorithmic, adjective, of, relating to, or being an algorithm. Getting, verb, detransitive, to obtain, to acquire. Noun, the act of obtaining or acquiring. Acquisition, smaller. Adjective, not large or big, insignificant, few in number. Adverb, in a small fashion. Bowl, noun, a roughly hemispherical container used to hold, mix or present food, such as salad, fruit or soup, or other items. Crunching, verb, to crush something, especially food, with a noisy crackling sound. Noun, a crunch noise. Concise, verb, to make concise, to abridge or summarize. Adjective, brief, yet including all important information. Holland, noun, a type of linen cloth, originally from Holland. Refill, noun, a filling after the first. Devil, noun, an evil creature. Verb, to make like a devil, to invest with the character of a devil. Participate, verb, to join in, to take part, to involve oneself in something. Adjective, acting in common, participating. Spelling, verb, to put under the influence of a spell, to affect by a spell. To bewitch, to fascinate, to charm. Verb, to read something, as though letter by letter. To peruse slowly or with effort. Verb, to work in place of someone. Noun, the act, practice, ability, or subject of forming words with letters, or of reading the letters of words. Orthography, officially. Adverb, in an official manner, according to official rules or regulations. Breast, noun, either of the two organs on the front of a female human's chest, which contain the mammary glands. Also the analogous organs in males. Verb, to push against with the breast. To meet full on. Oppose. Face. Collect. Verb, to gather together. Amass. Adjective, to be paid for by the recipient, as a telephone call or a shipment. Adverb, with payment due from the recipient. Appointments, noun, the act of appointing a person to hold an office or to have a position of trust. Boss, noun, a person who oversees and directs the work of others. A supervisor. Verb, to exercise authoritative control over. To tell, Someone. What to do. Often repeatedly. Adjective. Of excellent quality. First rate. Hour. Noun. A time period of 60 minutes, 1/24 of a day. Definitely. Adverb. Without question and beyond doubt. Mature. Adjective. Fully developed. Grown up in terms of physical appearance, behavior or thinking. Ripe. Sociable. Noun. A sociable person. Adjective. Of a person tending to socialize or be social. Divide. Noun. A thing that divides. Verb. To split or separate something into two or more parts. Restroom. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory. Perception. Noun. The organization, identification and interpretation of sensory information. Initially. Adverb. At the beginning. Cliff. Noun. A vertical, or nearly vertical, rock face. Align. Verb. To form a line, to fall into line. Download. Noun. A file transfer to the local computer. Verb. To transfer data from a remote computer. Server. To a local computer, usually via a network. Department. Noun. A part, portion, or subdivision. English. Noun. Spinning or rotary motion given to a ball around the vertical axis, as in billiards or bowling. Odd. Noun. Diminutive. An odd number. Adjective. Differing from what is usual, ordinary or expected. Maintained. Verb. To support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. Adjective. Showing maintenance or attention. Cupcakes. Noun. A small cake baked in a paper container shaped like a cup, often with icing on top. Head. Noun. The part of the body of an animal or human which contains the brain, mouth and main sense organs. Verb. To be in command of. See also head up. Adjective. Of. Relating to, or intended for the head. Oil. Noun. Liquid fat. Parrot. Noun. A kind of bird, many species of which are colorful and able to mimic human speech. Of the order Psittaciformes or, narrowly, of the family Psittacidae. Verb. To repeat exactly what has just been said, without necessarily showing understanding, in the manner of a parrot. Drought. Noun. A period of unusually low rainfall, longer and more severe than a dry spell. Anywhere. Adverb. In or at any location or an unknown location. Pronoun. Any location or an unknown location. Inhibitory. Adjective. That inhibits. Hospital. Noun. A large medical facility, usually in a building with multiple floors, where seriously ill or injured patients are given extensive medical and/or surgical treatment. Adjective. Hospitable. Aunt. Noun. The sister or sister-in-law of one's parent. Purchased. Verb. To buy, obtain by payment of a price in money or its equivalent. Broke. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack, by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Adjective. Financially ruined. Bankrupt. Dependable. Noun. A reliable person or thing. Adjective. Able, or easily able to be depended on. Script. Noun. A writing, a written document. Verb. To make or write a script. Senders. Noun. Someone who sends. Lick. Noun. The act of licking, a stroke of the tongue. Verb. To stroke with the tongue. Alcoholic. Noun. A person addicted to alcohol. Adjective. Of or pertaining to alcohol. Scientist. Noun. One whose activities make use of the scientific method to answer questions regarding the measurable universe. A scientist may be involved in original research, or make use of the results of the research of others. Fascination. Noun. The act of bewitching, or enchanting. Positive. Noun. A thing capable of being affirmed. Something real or actual. Adjective. not negative or neutral. Patient. Noun. A person or animal who receives treatment from a doctor or other medically educated person. Adjective. Of a person. Willing to wait if necessary. Not losing one's temper while waiting. Empty. Noun. Usually plural. A container. Especially a bottle, whose contents have been used up. Leaving it empty. Verb. To make empty. To void. To remove the contents of. Adjective. Devoid of content. Containing nothing or nobody. Vacant. Could. Verb. Auxiliary verb. Defective. To know how to. To be able to. Noun. Something that could happen, or could be the case. Under different circumstances. A potentiality. New. Noun. Things that are new. Verb. To make new. To recreate. To renew. Adjective. Recently made. Or created. Adverb. Newly. Especially in composition. Verb. To create. An object. By calling its constructor. Crutches. Noun. A device to assist in motion as a cane. Especially one that provides support under the arm to reduce weight on a leg. Itinerary. Noun. A written schedule of activities for a vacation or road trip. Adjective. Itinerant. Traveling from place to place. Done on a journey. Racket. Noun. A racket. An implement with a handle connected to a round frame strung with wire. Sinew. Or plastic cords. And used to hit a ball. Such as in tennis or a birdie in badminton. Verb. To strike with. Or as if with. A racket. Compassion. Noun. Deep awareness of the suffering of another. Coupled with the wish to relieve it. Verb. To pity. Eat. Noun. Something to be eaten. A meal. A food item. Verb. To ingest. To be ingested. Concept. Noun. An abstract and general idea. An abstraction. Passes. Verb. To change place. Noun. An opening. Road. Or track. Available for passing. Especially. One through or over some dangerous or otherwise impracticable barrier such as a mountain range. A passageway. A defile. A ford. Noun. A password. Especially one for a restricted access website. Security. Noun. The condition of not being threatened. Especially physically, psychologically, emotionally, or financially. Regiment. Noun. A unit of armed troops under the command of an officer. And consisting of several smaller units. Now specifically. Usually composed of 2 or more battalions. Verb. To form soldiers into a regiment. Import. Noun. Something brought in from an exterior source. Especially for sale or trade. Verb. To bring. Something. In from a foreign country. Especially for sale or trade. Resume. Verb. To take back possession of. Something. Metal. Noun. Heading. Chemical elements or alloys. And the mines where their ores come from. Verb. To make a road using crushed rock. Stones etc. Adjective. Characterized by strong drum beats and distorted guitars. Executable. Noun. A file that can be run directly by a computer's hardware or AP code interpreter with no further processing. Adjective. Capable of being executed. Presentation. Noun. The act of presenting or something presented. Pressing. Verb. To exert weight or force against. To act upon with force or weight. To exert pressure upon. Noun. The application of pressure by a press or other means. Adjective. Needing urgent attention. Empire. Adjective. Furniture. Following or imitating a style popular during the First French Empire. 1804 to 1814. Noun. A political unit. Typically having an extensive territory or comprising a number of territories or nations. Especially one comprising one or more kingdoms. And ruled by a single supreme authority. Seize. Verb. Stative. To perceive or detect with the eyes. Or as if by sight. Noun. A diocese. Archdiocese. A region of a church, generally headed by a bishop, especially an archbishop. Bandwidth. Noun, the width, usually measured in hertz, of a frequency band. Bills. Noun, any of various bladed or pointed handweapons, originally designating an Anglo-Saxon sword, and later a weapon of infantry, especially in the 14th and 15th centuries, commonly consisting of a broad, heavy, double-edged, hook-shaped blade, with a short pike at the back and another at the top, attached to the end of a long staff. Verb, to dig, chop, etc., with a bill. Noun, the beak of a bird, especially when small or flattish, sometimes also used with reference to a platypus, turtle, or other animal. Verb, to peck. Noun, a written list or inventory, now obsolete except in specific senses or set phrases. Bill of lading, bill of goods, etc. Verb, to advertise by a bill or public notice. Noun, the bell, or boom, of the bittern. Insecticides. Noun, a substance used to kill insects. Radius. Noun, the long bone in the forearm, on the side of the thumb. Enthusiastic. Adjective, with zealous fervor, excited, motivated. Autumn. Noun, traditionally the third of the 4 seasons, when deciduous trees lose their leaves, typically regarded as being from September 24 to December 22 in parts of the Northern Hemisphere, and the months of March, April and May in the Southern Hemisphere. Adjective, of or relating to autumn. Autumnal. Begins. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Ottoman. Noun, an upholstered sofa, without arms or a back, sometimes with a compartment for storing linen, etc. Lobbyist. Noun, a person who is paid to lobby politicians and encourage them to vote a certain way or otherwise use their office to effect a desired result. Children. Noun, a person who has not yet reached adulthood, whether natural, puberty, cultural, initiation, or legal. Majority. Noun, a child of noble birth. Rising. Verb, to move, or appear to move, physically upwards relative to the ground. Noun, rebellion. Adjective, going up. Preposition, more than, exceeding, upwards of. Hurt. Noun, an emotional or psychological humiliation or bad experience. Verb, to be painful. Adjective, wounded, physically injured. Gay. Noun, chiefly in plural or attributive. A homosexual, especially a male homosexual. See also lesbian. Verb, to make happy or cheerful. Adjective, possibly obsolete. Happy, joyful, and lively. Adverb, possibly obsolete, considerably, very. Finalize. Verb, to make final or firm, to finish or complete. Checkout. Noun, the process of checking out of a hotel, or the latest time to vacate a room in one. Eyes. Noun, an organ through which animals see, perceive surroundings via light. Verb, to observe carefully or appraising ly. Noun, a brood. Collector. Noun, a person who or thing that collects, or which creates or manages a collection. Chatted. Verb, to be engaged in informal conversation. Eliminate. Verb, to completely remove, get rid of, put an end to. Relief. Noun, the removal of stress or discomfort. Punishment. Noun, the act or process of punishing, imposing and or applying a sanction. Envision. Verb, to conceive or see something within one's mind. To imagine. Destiny. Noun, that to which any person or thing is destined. A predetermined state. A condition predestined by the divine or by human will. Install. Noun, installer. A software utility that installs an application. Verb, to connect, set up or prepare something for use. Attorney. Noun, a lawyer. One who advises or represents others in legal matters as a profession. Verb. To work as a legal attorney. Saved. Verb. To prevent harm or difficulty. Adjective. Rescued from the consequences of sin. Powder. Noun. The fine particles which are the result of reducing dry substance by pounding, grinding, or triturating, or the result of decay. Dust. Verb. To reduce to fine particles. To pound, grind, or rub into a powder. Noun. A very pale blue color. Noun. Freshly fallen, uncompacted snow, especially in the context of alpine skiing. Ambitious. Adjective. Of a person or their character. Having or showing ambition, wanting a lot of power. Honor, respect, superiority, or other distinction. Mark. Noun. Heading, boundary, land within a boundary. Verb. To put a mark on something. To make something recognizable by a mark. To label or write on something. Guise. Noun. An effigy of a man burned on a bonfire on the anniversary of the gunpowder plot. The 5th of November. Verb. To exhibit an effigy of Guy Fawkes around the 5th of November. Noun. A guide, a leader or conductor. Verb. To equip with a support cable. Plantation. Noun. A large farm, estate or area of land designated for agricultural growth. Often includes housing for the owner and workers. Pale. Noun. Paleness, pallor. Verb. To turn pale, to lose color. Adjective. Light in color. Context. Noun. The surroundings, circumstances, environment, background or settings that determine, specify, or clarify the meaning of an event or other occurrence. Verb. To knit or bind together. To unite closely. Adjective. Knit or woven together. Close. Firm. Leaving. Verb. To have a consequence or remnant. Verb. To give leave to. Allow. Permit. Let. Grant. Verb. To produce leaves or foliage. Verb. To raise. To levy. Away. Verb. To depart. To go to another place. Adjective. Not here. Gone. Absent. Unavailable. Traveling. On vacation. Adverb. From a place. Hence. Interjection. Come on. Go on. Rabbit. Noun. A mammal of the family Leporidae. With long ears, long hind legs and a short, fluffy tail. Verb. To hunt rabbits. Shop. Noun. An establishment that sells goods or services to the public. Originally only a physical location, but now a virtual establishment as well. Verb. To visit stores or shops to browse or explore merchandise, especially with the intention of buying such merchandise. Interjection. Used to attract the services of a shop assistant. Reproduce. Verb. To produce an image or copy of. Military. Noun. Armed forces. Adjective. Characteristic of members of the armed forces. Increases. Noun. An amount by which a quantity is increased. Verb. Of a quantity, etc. To become larger or greater. Cloud. Noun. A rock, boulder, a hill. Verb. To become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Oranges. Noun. An evergreen tree of the genus Citrus such as Citrus sinensis. Verb. To color orange. Firefighters. Noun. A person who puts out fires. Naturally. Adverb. In a natural manner. Chirping. Verb. To make a short, sharp, cheerful note, as of small birds or crickets. Noun. Gerund of chirp. An instance of chirping. Further. Verb. To help forward. To assist. Adjective. Comparative form of far. More distant. Relatively distant. Adverb. Comparative form of far. To. At or over a greater distance in space, time or other extent. Soup. Noun. Any of various dishes commonly made by combining liquids, such as water or stock with other ingredients. such as meat and vegetables, that contribute flavor and texture. Verb, to feed, to provide with soup or a meal. Brainstorming. Verb, to investigate something, or solve a problem using brainstorming. Noun, a method of problem solving in which members of a group contribute ideas spontaneously. Breakthrough. Noun, an advance through and past enemy lines. Adjective, characterized by major progress or overcoming some obstacle. Drama. Noun, a composition, normally in prose, telling a story and intended to be represented by actors impersonating the characters and speaking the dialogue. Architect. Noun, a professional who designs buildings or other structures, or who prepares plans and superintends construction. Verb, to design, plan, or orchestrate. Locked. Verb, to become fastened in place. Adjective, having undergone locking, secured by a lock. Sang. Verb, to produce musical or harmonious sounds with one's voice. Breeze. Noun, a light, gentle wind. Verb, usually with along, to move casually, in a carefree manner. Intention. Noun, the goal or purpose behind a specific action or set of actions. Verb, intend. Competitors. Noun, a person or organization against whom one is competing. Bow. Noun, a weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material whose ends are connected by a string, used for shooting arrows. Verb, to play music on a stringed instrument using a bow. Resources. Noun, something that one uses to achieve an objective, e.g. raw materials or personnel. Formula. Noun, any mathematical rule expressed symbolically. Noun, a manufactured food simulating human breast milk, designed to be fed to babies and infants under 12 months of age. Feed. Noun, food given to, especially herbivorous, animals. Verb, detransitive, to give, someone or something, food to eat. Nightmare. Noun, a demon or monster, thought to plague people while they slept and cause a feeling of suffocation and terror during sleep. Starting. Verb, to begin, commence, initiate. Noun, the act of something that starts. Make. Noun, brand or kind, model. Verb, to create. Oppression. Noun, the exercise of authority or power in a burdensome, cruel, or unjust manner. Candidate. Noun, a person who is running in an election. Verb, to stand as a candidate for an office, especially a religious one. Daddy. Noun, usually childish, father. Verb, to father, to sire. Seal. Noun, a pinniped, pinnipedia, particularly an earless seal, true seal, or eared seal. Verb, to hunt seals. Physics. Noun, a medicine or drug, especially a cathartic or purgative. Verb, to cure or heal. Noun, the branch of science concerned with the study of the properties and interactions of space, time, matter and energy. Appreciated. Verb, to be grateful or thankful for. Adjective, recognized as having value. Celebrated. Verb, to extol or honor in a solemn manner. Adjective, famous or widely praised. Salesperson. Noun, a person whose job is to sell things, either in a shop, store or elsewhere. Invade. Verb, to move into. If. Noun, an uncertainty, possibility, condition, doubt etc. Conjunction, supposing that, assuming that, in the circumstances that, used to introduce a condition or choice. Invariance. Noun, an invariant quantity, function etc.